Yo, yo.
What's up, my brother? How you doing, bud?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Oh, that's better than not. Oh man, it's been thunderstorming and raining all damn day.
It was nice earlier in the day, and then it got crappy early afternoon.
Oh yeah, it stopped raining around 5, but yeah, it's starting to get cold now. And I brought in the tender plants. It's gonna get like 34,
Yeah.
so it's just a little too close for comfort. So I'm bringing in the tender plants. Yeah, but the apple trees are throwing leaves now. Yep, and the plums are starting to bloom. Yes, sir. Looks like the peaches are doing good. They're 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 shedding their petals, making fruit.
Oh, FYI, that credit card message showed up again when I
Yeah,
started the stream.
yeah. We'll find out here in the next couple days if Twitch is going to come through.
All right.
I got an animal swap to go to Sunday. I should be able to get Charlie a forever home.
Cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'll take him and a couple rabbits. You know. And that should be a good day if I can get them all home. Fire in the bowl.
I need to prep.
Oh, okay. I'm
I
thinking
still
I
got a
need
little
to.
bit in my bowl. Fired up. Oh.
It's a bowl clearance. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I got some good results coming off of the spicy tomatoes.
Spicy tomatoes.
You know it, the medicinal stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, they're doing really well.
Oh. Yeah, I was digging through some boxes today and found more seeds, vegetable seeds, a whole ton of them.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Not the ones that I was looking for though.
But
I still got another like 6 or 7 boxes I got to go through in the one room.
yeah, for whatever reason, I've had some weird issues with some of my seeds. It's like I had some 9-pound hammer that
Mm-hmm.
it sprouted out real nice. I put it in the dirt and set her up, and they, I don't think I've got any of them that are. I think I got 2 of them that are still going, but they're not doing real well. But 3 of them turn around and like they dried up and just turned brown and died.
Yeah, shit happens.
I know, right? But got some kosher Kush coming up. Got some Michigan Hulk, Marley's Gift,
Now, one thing I
OMG.
remember reading about years ago was some people like to, before they even sprout their cannabis seeds, they actually clean the outside of the seed, to get rid of any contamination, and
Uh-huh.
just use a very mild water and bleach solution to
Right.
kind of help with any kind of disease that they might have picked up, sitting around somewhere in packaging or whatever.
Oh, right. Now I will. I generally take my seeds and set them in the freezer for a few days before I stick them in to sprout them.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt anything.
No, it actually activates them. It gets a condensation inside the seed.
Yeah.
It's more likely to makes it
And
more
it'll
likely
kill
to
off
sprout.
any, bacteria probably on the outside of the seed.
Right.
Oh.
So, but yeah, no, I'm doing good. I found a pack of. I found a one of those M&M containers I had full of seeds. I don't know where they came from. You know what I'm saying? From just
Yeah.
stuff that I've gotten in the past. And I found that, and I was like, 'cause I was picking through that and getting the nice fat ones with the stripes on them, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they are. Obviously, they were good enough for me to stick them in there because it was good,
Yeah.
So, because if it was just shitweed, I'd just throw them, feed them to my dog, kind of thing at the time. But yeah, so I've got those going too. I'm gonna see if I can sprout some of those. We'll just call it Mr. E.
I'll show you what I got here that I found today. I got some sugar daddy peas.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Some Turk's turban squash, decorative gourds.
Oh wow, those are weird. Yeah.
Boston pickling
Cucumbers.
cukes.
Hell yeah.
I'll throw this up on full screen.
Cherry
Some
Falls.
cherry tomatoes.
Yeah.
Chocolate cherry tomatoes.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Some old-fashioned, like heirloom yellow sweet corn.
Oh
Like
wow.
this is an old strain. It's been around for a couple hundred years.
Oh,
Some bunching onions.
right.
Some huge ass Russian mammoth sunflowers.
Oh wow, right.
Some blue doll pumpkin. Kind of more like
weird.
a gourd, if you ask me, but
Yeah. I might try growing some gourds this year just for the chickens. They love them. Cornflower.
yeah, to attract birds and shit, to eat the bugs.
It looks like an echinacea almost.
Yeah, it almost does. This is a mix of different slicing tomatoes. Oh, this is here. This is absolutely delicious corn. I've had it before. It's real popular around here.
I picked up a half a pound of peaches and cream seed from the MFA. Yeah.
What is that, like your local agricultural extension?
Yep, it's the Missouri Farmers Association.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I picked up a pound of onion starts.
Cool.
Yeah.
Butterfly flower, attract butterflies.
If you really want to attract butterflies, mimosa trees will do it. Yeah. Mimosa trees will attract butterflies and hummingbirds.
Parsnips.
Wow, you got a bunch of different stuff.
Rutabaga. Some Walla Walla onions.
Yeah, right there.
Some strawberries.
Yeah, strawberries, damn.
Some burpless cucumbers. More squash.
More squash. There you go. I'm just not a really big fan of squash.
Neither am I. This is like, I bought all that shit a couple years ago, thinking I would be able to grow it and sell it at the store.
Right.
Or if I was going to build a roadside stand, because squash is very popular around here. Some tiny little French carrots.
Oh, weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Anaheim chili pepper.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Anaheims I grew last year, they're not very hot.
No, they're not. They're good. I like using them for chili,
Mm-hmm.
and if I'm making my own salsa, it's not overpowering.
Right.
And I got some pie pumpkins.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Huckleberry likes those long neck pumpkins. I don't know what they're called.
I think they're called Howdens. They got a real thick, strong neck on them.
Yeah, and she says
Or stem.
Yeah,
You mean the stem? Yeah.
it's actually a neck on the pumpkin itself, and she says all the meat inside of there is what they use for the pumpkins.
Oh, I got that's a type of squash. That's kind of like a Waltham butternut style squash. Hey, Zoom dude, what's up? Some jalapeno.
That's where I'm coming from, right
Yeah,
there.
that's about as hot as I like is jalapeno.
Right.
More peas, giant Alaska types. Some broccoli. I love broccoli.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do. I'm probably gonna do some starts this year on broccoli.
French pumpkins. These are real pretty. More tomatoes. These things get huge.
Mortgage lifter.
Some watermelon, green skinned watermelon, not striped.
Right.
That's an old fashioned heirloom. Oh, green bush beans.
Yeah.
Love these. Sweet banana peppers. Some yellow Hungarian wax peppers. Cabbage.
Nice. I know you're a fan of cabbage.
I got a big ass bag of bean seeds. These are
Bush bean. Yeah.
snap beans, yeah. And another bag, more green, huge bag of seeds.
Right.
Serrano peppers.
Now those are supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I've never tried them before, so we'll see. Italian peppercini peppers.
Peppercini. You found peppercini seeds?
Yep.
Yeah, that's impossible to find now. Because I love peppercini.
Some yellow beans. I love these things.
Oh yeah. Now, I love. You know what? I make this Italian beef
More
and
sunflowers.
the mammoth ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the peppercini, dude, you take the pepperoncinis and you just put them in water and can them, and then when you need them, you just open it up and dump it in a crock pot with a chuck roast. Oh my god! And then you let it cook for like 10 hours. You know what I'm saying?
I've always liked pickled pepperoncinis, and you cut them up like in pepper rings, and I put them on pizza. Or
Oh
and put
really?
them in I'll put them in salads too.
That's where I like jalapenos. Yeah, but the jalapenos I grow, you got to be careful with those, man. Mine, I don't know. I think it's because I put the eggshells on them, all the calcium they got, and they get hotter than shit. Well, you remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we made Apex eat a habanero, and he's about his whole head turned red.
He's like, oh, it's not that bad.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, I won't even touch those things. Nope, nope, nope. No.
Yeah.
I've tried them before in the past. And once was enough. Oh. Yeah, so if I can get the containers all set up and everything and some, dirt all mixed up, I'm going to have a nice harvest this year.
Good deal. Well, the nice thing about the hot peppers, and I know, the hot heat and all that stuff, but the more you cook them, the less the heat is in there.
Yeah, because
And
the oils that are in the pepper, if that gets cooked off, that's the heat dissipating.
all you're left with is all the flavor.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of the, depending on how clean you cut up your peppers, a lot of the heat's in the seeds. If you clean out all the seeds before you fry them up and everything, that's a lot of heat that's going to be going away.
Yeah. But I still got I got a huge amount of those jalapenos and habaneros that I dried out last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've still got in my basement the last crop of hot peppers that we grew in my old garden before it got fucked up, probably about 8 years ago.
Oh, wow.
We dried them all out in old onion sacks, and had them hanging on a clothesline in the basement near the furnace so that they could stay nice and dry and everything. I'm sure if I open those things up, the seeds in them would be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
To replant.
But I had some really interesting peppers I got as starts. I think they were called Mexicali. They're like a Rihanna pepper.
Oregano, yeah.
But they look like a green pepper. But they got a point at the bottom instead of tucked in.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think those are for roasting.
Those were hot as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I thought one was a green pepper, and I just sat there and cut it up and like a green pepper and threw it in the dish with another green pepper. It was on a stir fry thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
yeah, with those type of peppers, I think what most people do with them, they roast them on a grill, and once they get the outer skin gets burnt up and everything, you scrape off that outer skin, and then use the actual flesh that's left underneath, and it's not so hot.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, there's a Mexican restaurant around here. They'll take those Rienne peppers. You know what I'm saying? I guess they're like Mexicalis, and they'll stuff them, and then they'll cook them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they put that sauce over them. Oh my god! And they're good.
Yeah, those Hungarian hot wax peppers, the Europeans do the same thing with those.
Oh, really?
Those are real famous for stuffing. They'll put they'll stuff them with cream cheese mixed with chives and other things. I don't know, but yeah, they're popular over in Europe.
Yeah, I'm real anxious. We got 3 days of clear weather, so I'm done with my prep chores and my projects. I got the roof on the chicken coop. I got the kennels built. I got the chicken tractor done. I got the hoses run. I got the wires run for my power system so I can make colloidal silver again. I've got all these little chores done. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these little chores done. And so I'm going to be building and working on the greenhouse starting tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah. I got to set the cornerstone, and get the foundation laid out.
Now, how big dimension wise are you talking?
About 36 by 40, maybe.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's big enough that you could actually put like you could set up a wood furnace inside of it with a chimney, and you could use it all year long.
Well, it's going to have 10-foot walls. I got that tree in there.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to be putting racks that will hang in the rafters. And we're going to be setting those up with strawberries. I got a bunch of guttering back there that was stripped off of a house, and turn around, and I'm gonna set it up on a rack system that I can set up on pulleys, so I can raise and lower it into the rafters. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be doing herbs and strawberries that way. So they're above ground. I'm setting up the grow boxes in the ground for, like Hawk was talking about. I don't know if you remember that.
No,
Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. And then right next to them, I'm setting up 6 of those. And then right next to them, I'm putting a 7.5 foot fish tank in the ground, 3 foot deep, 3 foot.
Doing aquaponic, then.
Oh yeah, I'm going to build the table for it and set it up and do the whole 9 yards. Yep.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Well, I want to do aquaponics because I'm going to grow fish in the tank.
And you can eat them too.
Yep, you're damn right. And then catfish, all you got to do for the catfish, I'm gonna put catfish in it and tilapia, and probably some bass. But I'm gonna for catfish, all you got to do is put about 6 to 8 inches of dirt in the bottom of it, and that's where they'll lay their eggs and they'll breed down there.
Oh, I didn't know how they bred. No.
Yep. Yep. That's why they go noodling, because the catfish will get in those holes in the ground.
That's a certain kind of catfish.
That's a river catfish. Yep. They'll dig a hole in the bank and lay their eggs in the hole. Huh?
We have bullhead cats.
But that's how catfish do their breeding. They'll lay their eggs in those holes, and then they turn them into a den kind of thing. So, and that's why they go noodling. You feel around in the mud for a hole, and then when you find one, you stick your hand in there and let it bite you, and you pull it out.
We don't do noodling here. Different kind of cat.
Yeah, here in Ohio, we got channel cats and blue cats.
Here, you just grab a grasshopper, put it on a hook, throw it in the water.
I got a 10 by 10 area that I transplanted a bunch of blackberry and raspberry bushes right next to where the garden is. And it's been propagating. I've been propagating that and clearing out the underbrush and stuff like that for 3 years. So we should be able to get some really badass berries out of that.
Cool.
I don't have to plant blackberries here.
Well, neither do I, but I was just letting them propagate. I wanted to try and clean them up and maybe see if I can nutrient them and make them bigger.
I got a bunch of them trying to climb over my fence. I cut those down. I can go just down the street and pick blackberries.
Dude, our woods are completely inundated with them.
It's not a natural plant.
Right.
Yeah, it's like when I was walking down the road there at your place, the opposite side of the road going into that ravine, there's fucking berry bushes everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those darn things are crawling under my house.
Yeah. They will. But yeah,
Cut them down wherever I can. I don't even let them produce.
They grow so crazy around here, man. There's whole areas just
thickets.
Yeah, thickets for days. You don't want to walk through there. So the only thing that goes in there is turkeys and rabbits.
They don't mind?
No, they don't have a problem with them. Besides, it's their food source.
Yeah.
Unlike me. Yeah.
Right. It's their food source too. Because if remember back on the porch back here last year, we let the frogs would die down and the turkeys would still be squawking.
Yep.
That
was called the porch.
Yeah. The patio, yeah.
I'm charging my old power box with my new batteries. It's working out pretty good. I got the shed closed off. And I got heat going.
Cool. But yeah,
there we go.
I think the only thing that's already started in all the seeds that I planted, the only thing that's already started growing out is the peas.
Peas?
Yeah.
You got peas too? Dang it.
Once it gets a little bit warmer, I think that everything else will start sprouting.
Yeah, peas are generally the first thing that most gardeners grow because they grow so soon. You know, they only have their date and maturity rating. I think is for some varieties is only like 45 days until they're ready to harvest.
Right. And you can extend that with fertilization.
Well, you can do it throughout the year.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a short season crop.
Right. You can replant all that.
Get ready.
But I got those snow.
Right.
Go battery. What'd you say?
I get ready to start my watermelon. Hopefully it's not too late.
Dude, I don't start watermelons until late end of April, beginning of May. It's like peppers and okra. You really can't do those till the ground temperature is 70 or above.
When I start them in May, they never mature.
Well, you got a shorter growing season out there too.
That's true.
So I have to start them early.
But now out behind the garden, the greenhouse is where I'm going to do the pumpkins. I'm going to do pumpkins and cantaloupes and all those viney ass plants. Let it ground cover out there.
Now, battery, if you're growing watermelon, there's a guy that bred years ago a very early season watermelon because he had the same problem as you. Had a real short season, and you can get them. The variety, I believe, is called Rich Sweetness, and you can get it from a bunch of different seed outfits online. And I think the guy, like when he bred that particular strain, he was up in Montana, so he bred it, so you could successfully grow it like in that area. I'm sure that would work just fine for you being up in Portland.
What's it called?
Well, let me double check here. Make sure I get you the right name.
Okay. We're still getting winter weather here. Pissing me off.
Hey, I got a tip from a farmer the other day. He says if you're growing in pots, I was telling him I was going to get some really big pots so I can grow things like potatoes or something like that in it. And he says, well, if you're going to grow in pots, get you some diapers and put a diaper in the bottom of it. It'll soak up a ton of water and make it available when it's dry.
You mean the like Huggies?
Yeah,
Not natural diapers.
right. And they soak up water like nobody's business. They'll hold a
That
gallon
makes
of
sense.
water. He said they
Well,
got all
there's
those little.
Hand pumps down there.
Yeah, there's a similar product. It's the material that's inside diapers. It's like a water soluble crystal.
Yeah.
And like in Huggies, like they refine it so it's more of a powder, but it starts out as a crystal. And there's some companies out there that like sell it in pelletized form, and you can buy like a 20-pound bag of it, and just mix it in with the dirt on the bottom layer of your pots. It does the exact same thing. I don't
Right.
know how cost effective it would be compared to regular diapers, but something else to
Right.
think about.
Right. There you go. But he's like, he told me, he says, just stick a diaper in the bottom of that big old pot and you'll never have a watering problem.
Well, I got pots that have a space like that in the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
You just, I drill. Actually, I didn't have to drill a hole in. You pour water in there, and when the water runs out at the bottom, then you stop, and it has a reservoir that deep.
Right.
My tomatoes loved it.
Well, if you plant in 5-gallon buckets or non-planter pots,
That's about 4.
you when you use a 5-gallon bucket, you drill the holes an inch and a half from the bottom.
Yeah.
You don't drill any holes in the direct bottom.
No. That's just pouring it down the drain.
Right, and then your soil dries out and your plants have to be watered all the time, or you have to have an external reservoir. But if you drill the holes for drainage an inch and a half from the bottom, yeah,
You see those? Did you see those discs that I bought last year? You put them in one of those 5-gallon buckets, and it gives you about that much room at the bottom. Put the dirt on top of it, put your plant in there, and you put a pipe down the side because it's got a little notch. You put the pipe down the side, and you just fill it up until it runs out, because you drill a hole above the disc, and it won't drown the plant.
oh well.
And that's what I started doing last year. That's good.
Well, I'm doing my best to have a no cost garden. You know what I'm saying?
Mine's going to cost something.
Yeah, I'm not buying anything.
I'm doing the rain gutter. I'm expanding the rain gutter this year.
I might do some rain gutter. Go ahead.
Well, Wiz, at your place, you're perfectly set up because you got your water tower. So you could run a line from your water tower out to the garden and do just gravity fed drip lines for your irrigation.
Yeah, I'm building one into the greenhouse. Yes, I'm going to be building a
You have
What
a water
battery?
tower?
Yes,
Dang. I don't
I'm
have the
building one.
space.
I'm going to be building one for Randy for his cabin, and I'm building one for the greenhouse.
Well, my I, that's great. You have a lot of water pressure that way. But I don't
Right.
have that option because my space is limited. So I'm using 110 gallons of rain barrels and fill up the rain gutter.
Yeah.
It doesn't need high pressure. It just needs flow.
Yeah, I thought about doing the same thing at my place. Just build a platform, um, like a wooden platform to stick like some 55-gallon barrels underneath, the eaves of the barn to catch everything, all the water coming off the roof of the barn to, drip line down to the garden below.
Right.
Just never got around to it.
Well, I'm thinking about putting one in the ground so I can collect all the rainwater and then put a solar panel up on a pond pump
There we
to
go.
Yeah.
pump the water up to the top tank so I can actually put it up higher than the roof of the greenhouse.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was doing with my drip system. I bought a pump and ran it off the solar. Didn't work out. Got to get. I have to have good batteries for it.
But all I have to do is put a silver bar in those tanks and they'll never green up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You
Yep.
didn't know that?
Silver kills the algae?
Algae, mold, mildew, fungus,
Bacteria. Yeah.
bacteria, viral. It kills that stuff.
Oh wow! I never thought of that. I'd take one of those. Buy one of those bowls at the discount shop, made of silver. Just smash the hell out of it. Throw it in there.
No, that's sterling silver and that's got nickel in it. That's poison.
Oh, okay. So
You have to
what
use
would you
pure.
suggest?
Yeah. You can't use a coin
Point.
either.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
gotta
don't
be
want to use
0.99.
silver bar or anything like that.
Right.
That's,
Yeah. Like
that's,
Canoe said, you have to use a bullion, 0.999.
they're not cheap.
They're
No.
not that expensive. Shit. Think of all the trouble it's
Whatever
going
the
to save
spot
you.
is.
Think of all the trouble it's going to save you when that tank goes green.
True. Well, what I did to get rid of the green whenever it happened is I fill it with tap water.
Well, you got bleach in your tap water. That's why.
Yeah,
Chlorine.
yeah, it's the chlorine.
Right. We don't have that. I'm not dumping chlorine in my garden.
Well, when I put the tap water in there, I leave the cap off, and the chlorine should evaporate.
Now, I do put bleach in the water barrel for the rabbits because it helps with the rabbits. I do put chlorine in the water, but it's only like a cap full of the bleach in a 55-gallon drum. You know what I'm saying? When I
Yeah.
fill it up. So, but yeah, that's the only time I use bleach water.
The way I found this out, we had a particularly dry summer, so I had to fill it with tap water. And when I did that, the algae died.
Yep. That's because of the chlorine and the fluoride and all the other chemicals they put in that water.
Well, we don't have fluoride. We have chlorine. Sometimes you can smell it before a glass of water.
Yep. Smells like a swimming pool coming out the faucet where I used to live.
And the weird thing is, this is recent. They started putting chlorine in. We had several reservoirs they didn't cover because rainwater would fill it, and the water was super clean. But The government complained and said, no, you can't do that. So they had to cover the reservoirs, and now they have a bacteria problem. So they got to put chlorine. So we had some clean water. And these stupid environmentalists, they put these regulations in there that really screwed things up. I don't know what's wrong with them in their heads. We have something that works, and they ruin it.
They're anti-human. That's why. They're anti-human. Anyway, but yeah, no, I've got 4 new blueberry bushes. Look to be like 3-year-old bushes.
I love
The ones I just bought, they're badass, and they're already
it.
starting to leaf out. Go ahead,
Mine are 4
battery.
years old. Mine are 4 years old. Go ahead. And I got maybe 2 pints out of it last year. 2 bushels. I'm doing something. But he talks.
I'm looking up heirloom seeds.
Oh, I found something valuable. I think I paid $4 for that. It's $9 now.
I'm gonna buy a case of beer, and a couple bottles of Dawn dish detergent when I'm in town tomorrow.
Yep.
Not
Just
the
get
money
the
to blow,
cheapest beer you
baby.
can find. No matter.
Right, exactly. Just the cheapest beer, whatever's the cheapest per ounce. And yep. And between that and the fish emulsion,
Yeah.
that's my feeding. That's what I'll be feeding them,
Yeah.
feeding the garden this year.
We have 10-barrel brewing here. They got a plain white box.
I didn't have the fish emulsion last year. I think that was part of the problem. And I know my soil wasn't absolutely good yet.
Were you using rabbit manure last year?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been using rabbit manure since I started. So, but I had a calcium deficiency I ran into. That's no longer a problem because I started, grinding up eggshells and throwing them in there. That worked out real well. I got rid of that.
You want the eggshells to age a year.
If you grind it down into a powder, it works right away.
Well,
I can tell you from experience.
What I've read, if you want to add vinegar to it.
No. Well, I guess you could, but yeah.
It turns it into calcium carbonate, which reacts faster.
Well, within 3 to 4 days, no more black spots on my tomatoes.
Yeah. Well, for that, I just throw 1 Tums in a gallon of water and pump it up. Mix it really good. I grind it before I put it in, and then I pump it up, and I spray all the plants, and all those spots go away. Just Tums.
Right, it's a calcium. Yeah.
Yep. Calcium carbonate. So, even though I don't use it for myself. Go ahead.
But yeah, there's got a lot of work ahead of me. and I'm hoping to double my output on the garden this year, because I not only want to supply myself, but I want to start getting into the habit of supplying other people as well. So I'll start making gift boxes for neighbors and donating it to the mission in town for the pantry. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Giving your
Because I'm not
trigger
going to be
happy
able.
neighbor.
Not that one.
Wouldn't that shock him?
Yeah, he's got something coming to him.
Oh yeah. You know, God's judgment is perfect.
Yeah, I figured I'd let the Lord take care of that. That's all I would do is put myself in prison.
Yeah, don't do that.
He ain't worth it.
Just a horrible human. And God will judge. Oh gosh, it's 9 o'clock. Nope, not 9 o'clock. Ah, it's just a timer. Oh, my game. Yeah. Harvest. Well, be right back.
But yeah, I'm hoping to really have a good bumper crop, and I'm planting extra as well on top of that.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
extra.
But yeah, that way I can, goes goodwill. You know what I'm saying? Goes a long way.
I would usually take my extra and give to my church. I don't know if you can still hear me.
But yeah, I figured the mission down there does the food pantry. I just donate it to them. But I'll do some. I'll probably take some to the farmers markets and stuff like that. I'm gonna start doing those on a regular. And
I have
go ahead.
I was just trying to say I have a church down the road from me where they have a food bank.
All right.
That'd be a good place. But they have a victory garden also.
Cool.
I don't really have to plan anything. I can just go there and pick what I want. But I like to help. Growing stuff is fun. It's therapeutic for me. I like to grow things.
I want the knowledge. I want the experience and knowledge. I don't, information is great, but until you actually do it, there's no knowledge.
But the big thing for me is, I get anxiety. So I garden and the anxiety goes away. It helps.
Yeah. Take your shoes off once in a while and walk through that garden.
Well, I'm not really supposed to do that because, my feet, if I get injured, I probably won't notice it. And I might end up getting black foot. I'm diabetic, remember?
Yeah. No,
I do
okay.
love to go barefoot, though. Oh, man, I love it.
But yeah, but I tell you what, it is so nice going out there because I got these Crocs that I call garden shoes.
I have Crocs, too.
and I'll go out there with the Crocs on, and then when I get to the garden, I'll just take them off and walk through the dirt.
Well, I got too much debris out there. I need to clean it up. I'll be right back.
But I'll walk through the wood chips, all that stuff, and just like after a rain or something. You know what I'm saying? I'll just sit up. I'll walk through the garden, just my bare feet, picking green beans. I was picking green beans for days last year, dude. I'm gonna pull out the rest of my cattle panel. I'm gonna make it all arches like that. Because I'm gonna do a full row of arches for the green beans and the tomatoes, and I'm gonna I'm gonna set fences, separate row for fences for the cucumbers
Okay,
and squash.
Yeah, you could try. The last garden that I did, I trellised all my cukes, but problem was we had a mysterious it was either a fungus or a bacteria that came across Lake Erie from Canada, and it killed everything. Cucumbers and other vegetables that are related to cucumbers, they call them cucumbrates. There's a bunch of different plants that are related to cucumbers. They're in that family of vegetables,
right?
And the whole northern half of Ohio killed everything. It was big. It was big news. Yeah, it all came across like from a storm out of somewhere in Canada, in Ontario. Killed everything. But I had my trellising that I had in my garden. I used to have access to a bunch of bamboo, like 6 foot, 8 foot long sections of bamboo.
Yeah.
And I rigged it up in the garden. So the bamboo, I'd have probably 10 poles marking the center of the growing area. And then I would run like 2 to 2.5 feet on either side of that center line. I was putting just fucking either rocks or tent stakes down, and I got it's a, what jute is? Jute. Yeah, I got a whole shitload of jute for dirt cheap. So I made my own jute fencing, like on a slope above that center line. And I'd plant the actual cuke plants along the center line, and once they started, putting enough growth to reach up to, the jute, I just start weaving, the tendrils in there, and it just was by the end, by the time when that virus hit, it was like a tunnel of green that you could like walk underneath, to pick the cukes and everything. It was nice, but yeah, they all got fucking killed.
Oh shit.
You can do the same thing with tomatoes and peppers to some extent. Tomatoes, yeah, you can grow. I've seen people with 20-foot tall tomato plants that were trellised.
Yeah, that's why I did the archway versus the green beans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm gonna switch the green beans to the other side. Well, it really doesn't matter. I've got that garden so tilled up now. Oh, dude, the soil is beautiful. Oh my god, it's perfect. The only thing it doesn't have is vermiculite and nematodes. If I had the money, I'd buy enough nematodes to set up that whole garden. Never have a bug problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, what you could do possibly would be all the rock that you have in your soil, that red oxidized iron and quartz shit.
Limestone, yeah.
if you had a way to, conveniently crush that stuff, down to size, comparable to, vermiculite, commercial vermiculite, that could be like something you could add to the soil.
Right. But no, we put a ton of rabbit shit in there last year. We put 5 tons of wood chips, 2 tons of sand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff's had time to cook together now, along with the chicken manure, rabbit manure, and all the eggs and tea we put in it last year, and coffee grounds, and all that ashes and everything we've done to that.
Don't you have? Isn't there a farmer down the road that's got some cows?
Across the road, they had some, but they only had a couple. But we've got a couple cow farms, yeah.
Yeah. You could always try and ask, a farmer for some free manure.
Well, this fall, yeah, this fall I'll do that when I bring in the. You know what I'm saying? I might do that.
Hey, Huckleberry, what's up?
There's my huckleberry. Let's get this party. Oh, she's raring to go. There we go.
You, brother.
What's up? Native Indian. What's up?
Mikey B.
Oh wow, Mikey B. How you doing? Rock on, guys.
I think Aaron might have just ended his stream.
Oh, maybe. Welcome in. Welcome to the game.
No,
Grab a link. Say what?
He's still live, but I put the link in his chat a few minutes ago. So.
Oh, did you? Rock on. What's up, Huckleberry? We just talking about gardens and patios, and I'm working on the plans for I've actually got getting the brick. I could actually build my wood-fired pit, right? And along with the smoking tower next to it with the brick oven in the bottom. Yeah, it's going to be badass. I just got to find all the stainless steel doors now. But I think I've got a bunch of them. I've got several of them anyway. Because I can cut them down. I can make them out of those. I can make the doorways, the access door drawers and stuff like that out of those file cabinets. Just burn them off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I got my ash collector drawer straight out of. I'll make the whole tower the size of a file cabinet. You know what I'm saying? And you cut the drawer off, and there's my ash collector right there. And then I put the brick oven above that, and immediately above that, and then turn around, and then my water rack goes on above that. Then you'll have the doors where you access to hang or set in your meat and stuff like that above that. Because I want to be able to hang a whole turkey in there or a whole full shank ham. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I want to be able to do in there. And it can operate on its own as a smoking tower just like that. Or the wood-fired grill that's going to be built right next to it. And when you put the top down on the wood-fired grill, it's going to feed all that smoke directly into the tower. I'm designing it up like that. You know, it's going to be badass, dude. I'm not making the smoking tower as big as the one I saw. But you remember the restaurant Bonanza?
No, we never had any of those around here.
Bill, you remember Bonanza restaurants?
No.
We had Ponderosa.
Yeah, Ponderosa was close, but they only had the wood-fired grill.
No,
they didn't have the smoking tower next to it. Bonanza did smoking tower right next to basically right off of the wood-fired grill. and it was badass. But it's not the same design and same thing, but it's close, and that's kind of what I want to make a patio level, unit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't need a huge cooktop. My wood's still going to be like 20, 24 inches, split down, cut up, to 20, 24 inches. So I don't want a huge grill. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want something I could still put down 20 steaks. You know what I'm saying? Something 30 inches. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's going to be, 20 to 24 inches deep.
Howdy, canoes, wizard.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's happening?
I'm good. Oh man, I had to lose the mustache. Oh man,
I was going to say shit, man.
freaking! It's probably worth repeating. I don't know. I had super glue blew out on my face.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yep, it got in my mustache. I had to cut the mustache off.
He was so pissed, man. I was on the phone with him at the time. Right.
Well, probably like 6 or 7 years ago, I had something similar. I lost my mustache and my goatee. I was trimming it over my bathroom sink, and all of a sudden, I was using my electric trimmers, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I fucking sneezed, and I went like, vroom, and I had the fucking trimmers right there, and I went through like the one side straight down, took off the whole half the mustache, half the beard. I had
Here's
chopped
my
it all
face.
off.
Here's my face with no mustache. I don't know how long it's going to be like that. I'll grow it back.
That's all right. That's all good, dude. Yeah, Huckleberry. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm one ugly mofo. Holy smokes.
Huckleberry remembers the Bonanza restaurant because they always had that big, beautiful, bricked in fire pit that was like 3 cooks standing in front of it doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was badass. I just want something small but similar. Yeah, small enough for family gathering. Now, because I do need, I still want 6 square feet for cooking space on top of the fire rack. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be able to move that fire up and down according to that. And have the ash drawer underneath that. You know what I'm saying? You have a coal rack and then the ash underneath it. And then you got your wood burn rack. And all that stuff gets adjusted. And I think I remember how to build them as far as the metalworking. So and I can build the rack right in insert kind of deal for it into the space. So
Yeah, I'm just kind of laughing at myself for doing that. There was like an air bubble. Well, okay. So the Dremel slipped, went into my hand, and Wiz is like, put some super glue on it. And I'm trying to hold it, keep pressure on it so it'll stop bleeding. So I put super glue on it. But before I had to get the super glue out of the tube, and it exploded on my freaking face.
I think the worst part of it was there was other people laughing at you.
I can laugh at myself.
I know.
I'm still finding weird places on my arm and everything else where there's spots of super glue.
Right? You'll feel it. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the same shit they call new skin.
Yeah.
It's super
Yeah.
glue.
But is
Straight
it?
up. Yeah, that's all it is. Just straight up super glue. This stuff new skin, like for blisters and shit like that.
That's what I've got is new skin somewhere, but I just use
It's
super glue.
all it is super glue. I mean to tell you, the packaging even looks the same.
Huh.
All right. Same kind of containers, same kind of just, you put it on, you coat the wound or the blister, and bam, new skin. The same thing. I used it back when I was a medic, big time. A lot.
Well, the doctor, when I got my back surgery, they that's what they sealed me up with.
Mm-hmm.
Super
Yeah.
glue. They didn't even
Yeah.
put stitches.
Mm. Don't need them.
I was like, no
Just keep
stitches?
reapplying.
No.
You just have to keep applying the new skin until the healing takes over. Just use duct tape. You'll be fine.
Hell yeah. Duct tape. If duct tape can't fix it, nothing can.
Right. You didn't get any in your eyes, though. You'd known that immediately. That would.
Oh, no, my right eye was kind of burning a little bit. I think I might have got a little smidge in there, but I'm good now.
Most likely you got fumes because it's heavy fumage. Right.
So,
When it first dries out, and when it dries out quick, it's heavy fumage, and it will burn your eyes.
what really pisses me off is, I was looking at these tubes of super glue when I bought them, and I said, well, it looks like there's more in this one because it was a bigger tube. No, it's like only less than half of the tube had super glue in it. The rest of it was air.
Did you see what Mikey B put in there? Extinction Rebellion are super gluing themselves to the roads in London. What the hell?
Yeah. I heard about that last year, I think.
What the fuck?
Oh, environmentalist twats.
Right? Road bump. It's
Pretty much.
put a sign up there, caution, may encounter road bumps. They're just activists. Don't worry about it.
Well, the thing is, the smaller tubes have the same amount that the bigger tubes had. You're just paying more for the tube. I got them because they looked a little bigger than the other ones, and it was like, I don't know, $2.99 or something like that. Used to be able to get them for $1 at the
Right.
dollar store.
$1.25 store now.
It's the same amount. It's a scam.
You know, Mikey B, that psychosis, these fucking wackos that are doing this shit, their psychosis is going to lead them to kill themselves for the environment, to make a point. That's where their psychosis ends. But they will go through it. And you'll start seeing that. They're going to start suiciding themselves for the environment, to make the earth a better place. And I say, good job.
Yeah, Native Indian. It's a good thing I didn't super glue my hand to my no zone. I don't know if crazy glue and super glue is the same thing, is it?
Crazy glue?
Yeah.
This is super glue. Yeah.
Same chemical?
Mm-hmm. Same thing. Yeah.
Can you imagine having super glue on your finger and you're trying to pick your nose and your
I think
finger
they
gets
did have
stuck
a.
up your? I think it's happened. It must have
Oh yeah,
happened
oh
somewhere.
yeah. You think about it, it's gotten stuck to it. It doesn't matter what you're thinking, all of it. Okay, but then, I can imagine everything that's stuck. But the crazy glue did have a patent on the formula to the extent of the way it dries itself, though, because they had a super fast, super strong formula thing going on, and but you know, it eventually all got out anyway.
Do not pick your nose with super glue on your finger.
Don't scratch your ass either. Don't try to wipe it off on your pants, okay? Because then you got your pants stuck in your hand, and that hurts, and you just destroyed a pair of pants.
Okay, who has a solution? Give me a solution for plugging holes in a down jacket so little feathers don't start coming out of your jacket.
That's tough.
You ever see? Wait a minute. Again, this is a Wayback Machine thing. Do you remember they used to sell those vinyl repair kits?
Yeah,
Yeah, do
Yeah.
you remember that? You just ironed them on with like an applique kind of paper on it.
yeah.
Yeah, that would do it.
No, I mean like little small pinholes. When you smoke and you get little cinder lands on your down jacket and you don't even know it happened, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Crap! There's feathers coming out of my down jacket."
You know what I would try? I would try. There's a product called Snow Seal. It comes in a couple different forms now. It's basically like hyped up beeswax, and I always bought it for waterproofing boots because
Huckleberry.
it's impregnable into leather. But if you can get it, um, it comes, I think, in a sprayable form now. But I always bought it in jars that was kind of like a waxy material, and you would just rub it onto those spots. And I think that might seal it up. I don't know. You could look it up online.
They're like
Wiz,
pinholes.
Wiz is, or Huckleberry's like, you all are just too damn complicated. Just throw the damn thing up.
No,
and
they're like, I know what he's talking about. They're just tiny little pinholes. It's like
yeah,
you do more damage trying to sew it to fix it than you would something
I
else.
Yeah, down jackets are super warm, but man, I'll tell you what, you can't you can't be around a campfire or anything with one on.
Yeah.
Elvis says, do one of those gunshot holes on it. That's an idea. You ever see those?
Yeah,
They put them on vehicles and stuff, like make them look like they've been shot, or on windows and shit, right? Put
yeah,
one of
yeah.
those, put one of those over. That'll stop the feathers, and it'll be funny.
I should put them on my truck and say, yeah, I bought this truck in Ukraine.
Well, I heard a good one out of Ukraine today. Remember back towards the start of it, the first couple of weeks, there was that small island offshore that got attacked by the Russians, and there was maybe a dozen Ukrainian soldiers on there, and they were taunting them over the radar and basically told the Russians to fuck off. The ship that fired at them, that ship got attacked by the Ukrainians either yesterday or today, and got real fucked up.
Oh wow!
And it turns out it's the flagship for the Russian fleet out there.
Oh wow!
It's a big cruiser, yeah.
That's big time there.
Yeah, they said they took it out. Well, they disabled it. like it's still floating, but it got fucked up. They shot
Right.
2 big ass anti-ship missiles from shore.
Wasn't that
Wow.
because of the explosions on the floating platform?
Not this. Just came in a few hours ago. I can link up the story.
Oh, okay. I seen one last couple, maybe a week or so ago. That they
This happened within the last 24 or 48 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, they had a floating platform that they were supporting. They were pulling up and supplying off of, and the platform got bombed or hit with missiles or something.
No, I missed that one.
And it was bad enough to damage the ship. The ship, got away from the platform, but yeah, it was pretty damaged.
And I'm putting the link in the chat here.
So apparently, a lot of people are getting some pretty foul weather lately.
Yep. Hey, Nightingale, what's up?
Oh, we needed the rain though. We needed the rain. It's good for the trees. Everything's great. Everything's looking great. I finally got leaves on one of my apple trees. I have a dead apple tree and a dead plum, so I have to get new ones. Replace those.
Dry the wood out, use it for smoking.
Yeah.
Apple and pear trees and shit like that.
There's just not much of it there. They're not real big trees.
Yeah, I know.
Did I tell you my son gave me a smoker?
No.
Yeah, I got a smoker. Electric smoker. Pretty happy about that. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Hey,
Yeah,
Janae, remember that black cherry tree? It died. But guess what? It broke off. So I was like, okay, I'll just replace it, right? At the base of it, it sprouted a start. And that start is going pretty good. And there's a second one coming off the root ball, separate from that. I'm just going to let those two grow right there and let them grow together. And so, while those roots have taken, the root ball's alive. I've had cherry trees do that to me before too.
Yeah. I have a crab apple tree that puts out probably 100 side shoots every year.
Right.
And man, that's a one pretty ass tree. When it's in blossom, it's so fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Well, you can pot those up, transplant, or sell them.
I always have to trim them all back because it gets in the way when I'm cutting the grass around there.
Yeah. Welcome in, Nightingale and Maggie's.
And Don Bear is in the house. What's up, brother Don? Fire in the bowl.
My brother, fire in the bowl. Ding in the key of F.
That's it.
And brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.com. Talking about that, I got some good starts on that stuff. I brought them in tonight because it's getting like 34 degrees. I don't want them to get cold natured. So, so I brought them in to the front room. So, not running any heat. It's going to get down to 34 for just, an hour maybe, but I don't want to run them. I don't want to chance it that they're fucked up and it's going to freeze.
Well, actually, to bring them in like that actually improves the plant's hardiness. throughout the course of its life. If you're not doing direct seeding into the ground and you're doing transplants from inside to outside and whatnot, moving the plants back and forth will help them become more hardier, because they will actively try to adjust their biorhythm basically to compensate for the
Earth
heat and
movement.
everything. It
Yeah.
makes them hardier. It exercises the plants before you actually transplant them out
It's
there.
like wind. It's like the wind. The wind is not just, it makes them stronger. And moving earth makes their root system stronger, maybe. I could see that. But yeah, we're going to have a bumper crop this year. A lot, 10 times better than last year. I promise that. Yeah. Because I'm going to do all that shit. I'm going to put diapers at the bottom of that grow box. You know what I'm saying? Of the grow boxes. Hell yeah. But I'm only staying with natural fertilization and stuff that I can get around here. You know what I'm saying?
Go down to the river and catch a mess of fish.
Yep.
Chop them up for fertilizer.
Gotta wait till it goes down. We're under flood warnings right now. Huckleberry was saying earlier in the chat. Yeah, we're under flood warnings right now. So, yeah, it ain't gonna be no good fishing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Once it calms down again, this was a big rain. So, I mean, we don't have problems up here on the ridge.
Yeah.
It's just down by the river. Yeah, Sleepy Hollow may be seeing some road closures down there. That kind of thing.
Yeah, a lot of the smaller rivers that we have around here, it's the same thing. They all drain out in the Lake Erie.
All right.
Yeah, there's a few roads around here that might be impassable if we get rain like that. And then you always get the idiots that try to drive through it and end up having to have, fucking fire department rescue teams with boats and shit come get them. Fucking idiots.
Around here, we kind of got a division of the Cajun Navy. We kind of volunteer shit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of deal. Yeah. All right.
Peace out, brother.
Yeah, dream well, buddy. Good to see you.
Don had to leave too. He had just wanted to say hi.
Oh, yeah.
He's got issues. Computer shit.
Yeah, like an issue, like a double chocolate smile cake with cream cheese frosting.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah, that's an issue. Yeah. He's still here. Rock on, Bear. God bless you. Oh, man.
I'm sure the frosting was smiley too.
Yeah. That reminds me, I still got some of that honey butter. Sunday, I'm making pancakes. Blueberry pancakes. Hell yeah.
Tomorrow, I'm going to go pick up some cactus.
Cool. I used to go cactus back when I was a teenager, just for fun. The little ones that you can put in a little pint pot. Just decorations. I'd keep them in my windowsills and on my desks and shit.
This is the culinary edible kind.
Yeah.
prickly
Right.
pear.
But
1 cup sputter for the cake and half a cup of sputter for the frosting.
hey, he's all fuckered up.
Oh,
Marion's gonna be guaranteed.
should call that couch lock cake.
I'm serious. You don't want to do it with you don't want to put honey butter in tea. It tastes great and everything, but it sends your body into controversy.
Nah.
The caffeine gets my mind reeling, and the honey butter put my
Yeah.
body in zero mode. Well, I was sitting there going, man, I'm thinking that so fast. I can't move to do that.
That's what my dad, when he did pot brownies back in the day. Yeah, he'd get just dumbfounded, sitting in the chair listening to music. He's like, I got shit to do, but I don't want to get up.
Right. It's been overcast, rain, and thunderstorms all damn day. So,
Yeah,
dogs.
we had a good soaking shower for about a half hour, and then kind of drizzly shit before and after that. That was about 3:00, I think.
Yeah, fuck that. In fact, hold on a second. I gotta set some puppies outside. Can you go outside, the babies? Can you go outside? Rangers outside. It's getting cold out there. You may go outside, Prince. I know you will go outside. Yes, you do. Always will go outside. He said, don't pet him. I need some more petting. Susie goes. She gets mad when I'll pet her, right? And then I'll pet. Yeah, and then I'll go to pet Prince, and she's like, no, and she'll paw my hand back to her.
Jealousy.
Yeah, she's a princess with the pretty eyes. Girl. In fact, let me take. Got the generator running. There's no reason to really sit in the dark.
Hey, Canoes.
What's up?
You guys don't catch gar up there in Ohio, do you?
Southern Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, the waters are too cold up here in the northern part of the state. I think you can get them on the Ohio River and like maybe
I have no
100
sound.
miles north of that.
Hmm.
Say what, battery?
How you doing, Bill?
Good.
That's kind of wild. I just came in. Check this out, man. I let the dogs out, but it's already clear skied out there, and the moon is
I
shining
can't
bright.
hear anybody. Just go out, try to come back in.
Okay.
So do a lot of people eat gar?
I don't know about that, but I know you can catch them down there.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat them. I break their bills and throw them on shore, kind of stuff. Them and dogfish. Dogfish are nasty to eat.
How do you keep going back? What the hell? Oh, there we go.
But I want to go down and I want to try and do I'm gonna try and get down there and get some fishing done because I need some fish to go in the ground.
Yep.
I don't care what it is. A dogfish, I don't care.
Fish is fish. It don't make no difference as
Right.
far as fertilizer goes. Yeah.
So I'm bringing back some fish no matter what.
Yeah, Huckleberry, I'm looking at the radar right now. Yeah, we got some storms rolling through. I'm probably going to be getting hit with it within the next hour. Oh, but earlier than that. It's starting to come through right now.
Did not opt in for that.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there's a farm swap this Sunday afternoon, and looks like I already messaged the guy. Dogs are allowed. I can take Charlie up there and find him a forever home.
Nice.
So that's what I'm doing Sunday. And
Yeah, I remember.
then I'll be down to the 4.
I remember doing that too.
I can handle 4. You know what I'm saying? I can manage 6 and 7. No.
Sounds like a sled dog team.
It was crazy. It was puppy herds. Did you see the videos? I took videos of all. I'm glad I did because it was crazy. A herd of puppies come running at your ass.
Big puppies.
Charge!
Right.
Stampede.
Yeah, I think I named it Puppy Stampede or something like that. Because they all love it when I go to the chicken coop. They love those eggs. And you know what? Some of the dogs eat the whole damn thing. Ranger, he likes his to be broken open because I spoiled him that way. But the Charlie, he eats the shells and everything. He loves the whole damn thing.
I have a question on the chickens. Do you
On the
collect
what?
on your chickens? Do you collect many eggs during the winter?
Not as many from certain breeds, but there are breeds like the Jersey Black Giants and the Barred Rocks and Americanas. They don't have a problem with winter. They're hardy chicken. They lay. They don't care.
I was watching a video. This homestead. This lady was talking about how they have eggs through the winter because their chickens stop laying.
Yep, there are chickens that do that. Yep.
She uses lime and water, and she puts the eggs in that mixture, and it preserves them through the winter.
Yeah, right. So for long store, yeah, and they'll last for a year that way. Yeah.
She said one word. Well,
don't wrap them in mineral oil because it soaks into the shell. Yeah.
She said not to do this with store-bought eggs
because they're washed and cleaned and all the they're they have to be unwashed eggs.
Yeah. If you don't have your own chickens, buy from somebody that does not wash the eggs.
Yeah.
But that was interesting.
I thought I saw something where they would put the eggs in sawdust to preserve them.
You're muted.
What's that?
So I think I've read about that as well, using the sawdust.
some old way of preserving eggs. Put them in sawdust.
Well, egg right out the chicken doesn't even have to be refrigerated. Just keep it in shade for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I've done that.
I mean, that's why you have the basket of eggs on the table. As long as that eggs are in the shade, there's no problem. They don't get above 80 degrees or 90 degrees. And you're good.
I would throw it just right on the counter. Space.
Yeah, I'd look up that guy that does stuff from the 1700s and 1800s. It's called Townsend's. It's on YouTube, and he's got all kinds of things like that on how to preserve eggs and everything. How people did it without refrigeration.
How was the chat last night? I missed it all.
I wasn't here last night.
I was way too tired. I'm just going to bed.
Any word on Michelle?
She's out of the hospital. She's back home. Other than that,
I know that part.
What's going on? I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, she was in the hospital for a day ago.
Yeah, she's back. She's doing okay now.
Good.
Yeah, she's getting back to stable.
It's weird. I've been in contact with her, but I haven't heard anything.
Yeah. You're not talking to yourself, Huckleberry.
Oh gosh! Oh, the crap! Hello, everybody.
Yeah, the food grade lime and water on those eggs. Yeah, they'll last for like a year. You stick them in a cellar or something like that.
Yeah.
Now potatoes, just you can clean them, wipe them off, and set them in a wooden box crate. They'll last for a year and a half in the cellar.
Yeah, a root cellar.
Yeah.
You can even take the beets out of the ground, throw them in a root cellar, and then replant them in the spring, and they'll produce seed.
Yeah.
Same with carrots. But I got a ton of carrot seeds. I don't need any more. And I still have the Queen Anne's lace seed that I'm going to try. I've got some growing already. What the heck?
Is that the culprit fish that bit your finger?
Yep.
That's why they don't make lures with open mouths.
That's an experimental. That's the one. Yeah, that's what did it to my hand there.
Yeah. Well, I fixed up that chicken tractor, and I'll be getting that to him probably tomorrow. But that's taking care of my breeding stock for barred rocks, dozen hens and a rooster. And they don't need heat lamps, so they're bantam levels, but they won't be laying until fall. So, but that's okay. It gives me time to get the money together to put the power system so I can fire up the hatchery. Yes.
Do you have any videos on the chicken tractor? I'd like to see that.
I think there's one up there I've already taken when I'm working on it.
Well, I saw one where you were showing it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in operation.
I'll take a video of it tomorrow.
Cool. What's the idea
it ain't all pretty. That thing's 6 years old. I've had that thing for 6, 7 years. So I had to replace some wood on it before I give it to him. It's got rotted wood. It's falling apart, you know, shit like that. I replaced all the rotted wood and got most all that shit taken care of. So it's got a feeder in it. It's got the drinker in it. So
what's the idea behind the chicken tractor?
be able to move it around, like over gardens and stuff like that, so that they can they'll eat the plant when it's at the end of the season. You can run it through the garden.
So the bottom's open. So the bottom is open?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And right at the end of the season, when you're shutting down the garden, you don't have to pick and pull everything. Turn around and you bring the chicken tractor over there, and they eat everything they're going to eat. They poop on the ground, so they're already fertilizing the garden for next year. Yeah, I'm saying
that's similar to what I saw homesteaders doing. They would have their chicken coop sitting on the ground, no wheels, and they just pick it up and move it.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty much what this is.
You got wheels, right?
Not yet. He's going to put wheels on it, but I moved it around with bars.
They don't have to have wheels. I was checking them out.
That's what homesteaders have been doing. They just move it to where they want to plant a garden.
Right.
Oh, wow, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna build another one, but it's gonna be better. It'll be easier to move around than this one. I used 2x4s because that's what I had, so I built it with all 2x4 stuff. It made it pretty durable, but damn, I put metal roofing on it. Oh God, it's really heavy. It needs wheels. I used to move it around with my mower, and I used to move it around with my lawnmower. I'd put a dolly under one side, and then turn around and use a chain it up to my my mower and drag it around that way. Wasn't so bad, but when you're moving it by hand, yeah, I'm gonna make one that we can bring into the greenhouse, the garden. Of course, I'm greenhousing the whole damn garden, so.
There.
I'm gonna do vertical canoes. I'm gonna do vertical solutions along the wall, lattices and vertical solutions, like what Battery did with the gutter system. I've got a bunch of guttering out here, just sitting back there waiting to be, utilized somehow. I figure I'll put them into a rack and have a tiered rack on like one of the western walls, and yeah, do it like that. Because I got the racks going up into the that I'm going to build that are going to go up into the rafters too, and that's going to do the strawberries and the herbs, and I'll be able to raise them up into the ceiling of the greenhouse.
Hope you do videos on it.
Oh, I will. I'll be doing videos on all that. Yeah. And the aquaponics and water table, the whole 9 yards. Yep, I will be videotaping it, or at least making a record of it, showing him about progress.
Now, what's your plan on the aquaponics?
I got a 3.5, just under 4 foot tank, 4 foot wide, 8 feet long, and 3 feet deep. And I'm gonna make the concrete. I'm gonna make it a concrete in-ground tank. And then everything will be serviced with tubing that sticks down into the tank, just like an aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
I'll operate the whole damn thing on an air pump. That's what I figured I'd do. You can get those 12-volt air compressors for airing up tires and shit. Yeah. And I'll run that off of a solar panel and one battery. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it'll run itself.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep.
I saw somebody that lives in Los Angeles. They set up an aquaponic and they sell crops to local stores. In the middle of the city. Including tilapia.
I've seen a lot of different plans for aquaponics. A lot of different
That's what
ideas.
I'm doing.
Did you look at the book? Did you ever look at the materials I gave you the link for?
Me?
Yeah, or battery, either one. The aquaponics
No.
library. Okay, well that's what I do. that's the concept I'm working with.
Did you send me the link or what?
Put it in chat. I'll put it in.
I can't access it while I'm on the stream.
Oh, okay.
I end up losing.
I'm not sure I even understand hydroponics, to be honest.
Nutrients in the water. No soil creation. No soil usage. All the nutrients in the water. Train the plant when you first sprout it. It has to be trained at that time to not be functional with soil, and you can do it.
You can use rocks as substrate and grow the plants right into the rocks, and the rocks are fed with water solution from the tilapia. The best video I've seen is a guy down in Costa Rica, American, and he had this awesome setup.
All right, here we go.
Using those
Nightingale. Check that link out
water
before you
tank
go.
tape. You put it in the chat.
Yeah, I'm putting it in private chat right now too.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say. I'm going to say goodnight, and I'm going to take that video and watch it. All right. That way I'll watch it.
Yeah. All right, and it's got all the compendium books with it too. There's a whole library of books in support of the function of the plants and how to grow them, chemicals and measurements and nutrients. There's all kinds of books related to how to grow certain vegetables and plants in it, stuff like that.
In digital form?
Additional books. There's a whole library of it.
Okay.
All right. But those are books, they're not videos. I think most of those are books. But the video on how to build it and the basics and all that stuff is right there. So yeah, go check it out, man.
My alarm just went off, so I definitely have to go now.
Yeah. It's not me in the video.
I'm going to click on the video. So I'll be leaving right now.
Okay. Rock on.
I have a 3% battery. What? I've been charging this whole time. Why weren't you charging? Bugger. I just lost everything.
He's a mess. Oh my Lord! Fire in the motherfucking bowl.
Fire in the bowl. So, Bill, if you like Townsend's, I can see. I just came across a new channel, new at least for me. It's very similar to Townsend's that I think you'll get a kick out of. Just go on to YouTube and search for a channel called Early American.
Sounds familiar.
It's a guy and a lady that they do a lot of like cooking videos for the most part, but they also do like daily life shit from 200 years ago, 300 years ago, stuff like that. They got their own little cabin with a hearth, and the chick that is in the video, she dresses up in, you know, the old-fashioned clothes and everything, and really interesting. They don't talk for the most part. They just go about their daily lives being filmed.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I used to watch. I watched some really cool stuff about old boat builders. They basically explain. Even Townsend has done a little bit on that, on how they actually did dugout canoes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, burning the inside of the canoe out and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was one where they sank the canoe to the bottom of a lake and came back a year later, and the canoe still floated.
Yep.
But they show the process and how to burn the inside of the canoe out. And there's some Canadians that are doing it too. There's some Canadians that have some real cool shows too. So I guess that means some good things do come from Canada. There are good things that come from Canada.
Moose. Canadian moose. It tastes so good.
Yeah, we have our moose over here, though. We really do have good moose here, too.
Not down by you, though.
Yeah, we got them right down by me. Kind of got to go up in the mountains a little bit, but we got them.
You're not talking elk, are you?
No, moose. No, real moose. Yeah. My uncle.
I didn't know they accept range that far south. I thought about the farthest south they went was like Wyoming.
Oh, hell yeah. We've got them here. There's a golf course up above me that they really have, they really kind of get angry because the moose show up and freaking tear up their golf course.
Yeah. Oh, I just looked it up. It says Utah is home to between 25 and 103,000 moose.
It's quite a bit of moose.
Huh.
Yeah, we have no moose. We don't. I don't. Unless they was
Moose
imported.
is so delicious.
Yep, we do have moose. And we have elk.
You have
And-
moose to do.
And we have mule deer. Mule deer get pretty big.
Yeah.
That's a lot of meat on the table. Oh, don't know if you've heard this. You might be interested in this. Recently, I'm watching Mary Greeley, and she's talking about numerous grizzly bear attacks in Yellowstone that are not being reported to the public. And she says one of the reasons that it's happening is the cutthroat trout that are actually a trout that spawns up creeks and stuff. That was one part of their food supply that the grizzlies, relied on.
Yeah.
Then another one was the pinyon pines up there. They've got a problem with a type of a disease on the trees called rust. And the trees that produce the pinyon pine are actually producing about only like less than a third of what they normally do because of this rust that they have on them. So there's two parts of their food supply. The other food supply.
What are they going after? Like the pine nuts on the pinyon pines?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's part of their diet up there. And the other part of their diet is another thing. The trout die off had a lot to do with gases and stuff that got into the water that killed off a lot of the trout from the volcanism.
Yeah.
So and then the elk, that was another one. The elk up there, they're not calving as many as they normally do, which the bears really rely on that, especially when they. So they're on the brink of starvation, and they're turning on humans. Just saying.
Now, I read a story earlier today about Yellowstone saying that they're basically culling the wolf herd out there that lives in the park.
Uh-huh.
Now, what they're doing is the wolves, they don't. You can't teach a wolf a boundary in a park where it can't go. It's going to go wherever the fuck it wants. And so they drift out of the park into Montana and Idaho. And both Montana and Idaho apparently have raised their limits for how many wolves can be called, to be hunted.
Yep.
And they've taken out, they're saying that they've reduced the Yellowstone wolf population by almost 50%. Just this, I guess within the past year.
Well, they were becoming a problem. I don't know if they still are, but they were becoming a problem because they've not to some ranchers, they'll tell you they're having a super huge problem with them.
Yeah.
Because they've made it as far east. This was a while back, so things could have changed, but between now and then. But I was driving. I used to run I-80 a lot, Interstate 80, going up through Wyoming, and I hear this broadcast out of Sheridan, Wyoming, saying that the wolves were chewing tails off the cows, and and leaving dead calves all over the place.
Yeah.
And because if it moves, wolves will instinctively attack it and not necessarily eat it. So, if food is abundant, they won't eat it. But they were attacking livestock, and people were really pissed, because when they're attacking your livestock, that's your bread and butter, That's how you live. That's how you earn your living, It's like, so, a rancher's got a right, to call up the wildlife, guys and tell them, hey, come and get these damn wolves off my property.
Yeah.
Because they're killing my cows.
Right.
And they call them up, and either they remove them or the rancher has no choice but to shoot the damn things.
It's time for pie.
Just basically a wild dog. A big ass wild dog.
Yep. And my dog instinctively know how to feel.
I'm sure glad we don't have T-Rexes running after us anymore. Like our ancestors had.
T-Rex, like if there were still T-Rexes around, I wouldn't go out in the woods without like a 50 caliber, Ma Deuce machine gun. Oh, thanks. Or a Stinger missile.
Or have a velociraptor after your ass. That would suck.
Those are. I always compare velociraptors with sharks. They're like nasty land sharks.
Land shark, yep. At least that's the way it looked in the show, didn't it?
I always thought that a rocket launched grenade would be the best possible weapon against the T-Rex.
Oh, hell yeah. An RPG. Oh, yeah.
Vulcan cannon, 20 millimeter, with Raufosch rounds. What's that big one you like, Bill? The 456 Shaytek?
Yeah, 416.
416 Shaytek. Oh.
In a Raufosch. Yeah, definitely.
Or hey, you know what? You always use a 6-gauge goose gun with solid with a slug.
I don't know. I don't think your 12 gauge would take down a freaking
I didn't say 12.
T-Rex.
No.
Maybe an old fashioned punt gun.
Right.
No. I say just give me an A10 Warthog. I'll take them all out. I think you'd need something like an A10 to take out a T-Rex.
Oh, hey, I had an update from Miriam a little bit ago. You get to the airport, you didn't get out to get to the flight. They ended up in a snow ditch, something, and it messed up his car. Everybody's okay. There's no person damage, but the car didn't fare very well, and they pulled the bumper off of it trying to get it out.
That sucks.
So yeah, it's got to get fixed, and then still booking on a flight. But yeah, they live in a bowl, so they got to go mountain either way, and they have to go travel for like 2.5 hours to get to the airport. So, or something like that. Updates come. What's up, Jason? Hey Max, how you doing, bud? Good to see you.
What's happening, y'all?
What's up?
Simple Eagles here. Hey, what's up, Simple? Going back to Ohio.
Somebody, is that Outlaw?
He said you get stranded in Wyoming, you're fucked. He says I'm sick of it.
It's hard to read the names on here. What's up, Outlaw, though?
Yeah, it's not snowing in Missouri, but yeah, no shit.
Oh, yay, Miriam's here.
Yeah, Marion's here. Back on. What's this?
I am out.
That's because we were just talking about her. I wasn't sure if she was going to get on or not.
Where's Don been?
I haven't heard from her.
Hey, more Miss Mary. Mrs. Don. This is sausage gravy.
Right.
Hope they're doing well.
I hope so.
Hope he's just recovering, getting through some stuff. So he just moved in.
You know, I think he may be taking a break for health reasons because he just kept getting so pissed off all the time. So and it himself from the show just to get his blood pressure down and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Could be a myriad of things yet.
Yeah. So
Where in the world are you, Mary?
I'd hate to think it was all about just pride. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm wondering where Miriam is. What state she's in.
She's in Wyoming. She's back at Bears.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still there, okay.
Yeah.
Wyomingle.
What the fuck? They're in a motherfucking bowl. What the hell?
Yeah.
This canoe's in the fire.
Fire in the bowl.
This is where you got.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Chuck's Gravy Biscuit Farm.
Just.com. Woo. Yeah, we're picking up a double run here from this little Sicilian pizza place. Probably the last straw for me tonight.
Well, I really have to get off of here.
Oh,
'Cause
Bill.
I gotta get up really, really early tomorrow.
All right.
So
Rock on. That's it.
yeah,
Have a good night, man.
but
a
I
little
hope
samba in your dreams.
y'all do have a good day tomorrow. See ya.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It's got to be a
Have
good one. Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty beautiful here tomorrow. 65 and
Oh.
sunny.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
I always seem to get on right when Bill's got to drop off. And I know he doesn't do it because of me, but it's like maybe I help him step down. It's like, hey, here's a little
Phone
dude.
thing or something, he said.
It's silly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sicilian. Brick oven.
So what's the temperature and the weather like down there, Max? Hey, Max. Stop whispering with Miriam. Getting all excited. Get back and talk to us. What's going on?
Oh, me?
Yeah. I thought you said something.
Oh, my stupid map always cuts over to Uber. So, like, my camera goes out, like, anytime I get close to my destination for pickup or drop off, it'll just switch over automatically. It just cuts the video off.
Hey, Kimmy.
Kimmy's in the chat.
Hey, welcome in, Kimmy. Let's see here. Oh, man. It was a good day. I had the lady come up and give me some kind of scriptural book. I don't know if it's the Bible. I think it's the Bible, but she like gave me and this other dude $1 and was like, "You guys are special, just like these dollars." Like, I don't know. It's weird. I'd have to get more in depth on that, but well, you just.
She can't get the mic or the cam or mic or the headphones.
Oh, what's that?
I didn't see. What's that? But yeah, no, I'm ramped up about starting.
Ramped up about starting up what? I'm fucking.
I'm gonna be busting ass on that the next 3 days.
On what though? It cut out on me. I didn't.
My garden.
Oh, nice. I got a lot of stuff. We got mulch and like straw and all kinds of stuff I got to put out. My nephew might come over and help do it. Because I mean, I like doing it, but I got to work so dang much. Go ahead. Accept that. Start.
Yeah, it's gonna be badass, dude. This is gonna be so cool. It's gonna be a lot of fun this year.
Tell more about it.
About my garden?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do a full length of the garden on that archway thing this year, and I'm gonna set up separate fences for some of the other stuff. And I'm also going to be able to do some vertical, as I was explaining earlier, some vertical growing thing options um, along the walls. Yeah.
Okay.
Like on the shadiest part of it, I'll probably plant the sweet potatoes. And then I'm going to lattice the wall. You know what I'm saying? So it can climb, so all that vinage can climb it.
I saw an old like greenhouse. It was a big house that I grew up like driving or riding in a school bus, looking at every day. You know, and it used to be in good shape, and now it's all like busted in. Top is busted in and everything. Just like, man. And still, it's just sitting there. Like, I wonder what the heck is growing in there now. We got some really old barns here, just really old stuff.
Well, I'm putting in, I'm going to try and build an aquaponic setup. I'm putting in some racking systems for growing the herbs and strawberries up in the up near the ceiling of the greenhouse. Because I'm basically turning my garden into a greenhouse. I'm walling the whole damn thing in.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you made me think of. I've been wanting to do one since I was young, really. I've always had that dream. Before I even smoked the ganja, you know. Just a thing.
Right.
Yeah. Was it because of that?
I'm probably going to need some concrete, though, for this foundation set. Not much. I'm not going to use much, but yeah, I'm probably going to need to get some concrete. So
Raise up one side, make it level.
oh no! I got that worked out. But for security purposes, kind of like for security.
Dab, a little dab there, yeah. Lock things in.
Yep. Keep the soil and the bugs away from the wood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, Colonel Shaw's in the house.
Colonel Shaw, salute.
Says they got the Kung flu, and they're all very sick. Sorry to hear that, dude.
Oh man, but you know how to fix it. You know how to fix it, man. Exactly, simple. Exactly. Yep. Told you we were going to get a cure for the common cold, and now we have it. It's public knowledge now.
Do not enter if you are sick. Well, you must be sick in the head to be out shopping in this pandemic anyway, so I guess you're all sick.
It's all stupid bullshit, dude.
Hey,
Yeah.
Scott, how you doing?
If you compare the number, and I've talked to even nurses and different people, the respirator deaths combined with just the lockdown and all the struggle combined and the shots, side effects, is way more than what would ever have been had you just used natural and things like ivermectin and things that were proven, track record. long as a broken record, like CNN.
Hey,
Oh,
Scott, welcome in. What's up, Missouri Scott? How you doing?
I missed your pie. What kind of pie did you have tonight?
Peach. They don't.
Oh, the peaches.
Yeah, they don't have. They didn't have blueberry or cherry or pecan
You need to,
pie.
you need to find a pear pie. Pear.
I know. I know.
That would
I have to make it. I'll have to make it. I'm growing the tree.
be yeah, mango pies.
Yeah, I got cherry trees and plum trees and apple trees and
You could have
peach
a
trees.
papaya pie. Papaya pie.
I don't know if I could grow papayas here. I think it's yeah. I think we got it's like banana tree. It don't do too well here, from what I understand. They're okay in the summer, but when winter time comes around, they can't handle the temperatures.
Oh yeah. Oh, way up there. Okay. Straight shot. This
Although
actually is putting me. Go ahead.
I was going to say, although I am building my garden into a greenhouse, so I could actually possibly even put a rocket stove in there and wood fire heat it.
Oh yeah. So saying this is taking me actually straight back towards my house. At least this first delivery. Second one shouldn't be much further away. So
Yeah, Adam, a greenhouse and a greenhouse and a garden. I got a peach tree. It's going to be in my greenhouse.
millions of peaches. Peaches for free. For me. I always do that. That was like my favorite song growing up. Not favorite. But alternative. I had its time. Peaches come in a can. They were put there by a man. Go on, you know. In a factory
You know what?
downtown.
A long time ago. Remember the song "Billy, Don't Be a Hero"?
No, it must have been before my time.
What's up, Aaron? Yeah. What kind of plane is that? What are you talking about, KFC? The tires, we will win. Where's
Hey, Wiz.
what's up?
Oh, what's that song you were saying? Billy, don't go.
Yeah, Billy, don't be a hero. Don't be a fool with your life.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up.
That was
That's funny. People up to, Colonel? Why are you saying y'all all sick? Who's all sick?
oops. Wrong link. Hold on.
Europe. Yeah. They're trying to kill Europe over Ukraine. Starve them out. Make it like third world. So stupid.
Well, that's the song that kind of influenced me to go into the service. I was like,
That's interesting. Huh. You talking about the Billy Don't Be a Hero song?
yeah, I was a rebel. I was a rebel, so I was like, you know what? At the point in time just before I joined the service.
Yeah. I just remember so many times my friend, when I grew up, my friend Shane, we'd always joke, like, don't be a hero. Don't be a hero. Because we always be out playing around doing some shit.
Right. But that's
Mhm.
well, Colonel, the best way is just to give your body the ammunition it needs to fight it and get rid of it.
Mhm.
Just get your survivor back in and get through it.
Except works for me, man. I was one time had a sickness. Describe it.
Yeah, Colonel, we've been having reports about they're worried about it being weaponized into the water system here in the States. And somehow COVID's getting into the water system. Yeah, definite prayers out to you, Colonel.
What they do to others, they will do to themselves eventually.
Yeah.
Or will have done to them.
Or worse. It returns sevenfold. Those kinds of things return sevenfold.
Lucky 7. Where's the lucky 7?
Hey, you know what it is? That's a great idea you just gave me, Simple Eagle. I was just thinking about heating the greenhouse. We could build a still in there.
Making some drinks.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'd love to learn how to do it and how to make it better. And no way to do it, to figure it out than to do it.
A little shine.
Even if it's just distilling water. You know what I'm saying? You can do shine. You can make beer. You know what I'm saying? Well, not beer, but yeah. That's a different process. Yeah. Wine or potato whiskey or vodka, you could be making, that's all made with a distillery. And there's other things you can do too. With vegetables, you can distill down vegetables and pull certain nutrients and stuff like that out of them. You can do flowers and make perfume. That's a distillery too.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's an awesome idea. Now, he's never been homeless, brother. I was out for 3 days in 1985. I fell asleep for 3 days. Woke up 3 days later after I was all fucking trashed out with a flu or something. Right. Right. But yeah, no, with all the shit going on, I'm just concentrating on what I got to do. Because making this place function is going to be the best reward, you know? Like I said last year, doing it by myself, it'll get done. It's just going to take a little longer. You know it, Cam. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much better than last year. Yeah. This time you will not be setting up tents in the orchard. Although it'd probably be pretty cool over there. Here we go again. And I got all the wood we need for the bonfires. All of it. I got wood that needs to be burned. Piles of it.
Yeah, I did a barrel last week, but we don't have not a whole lot. We get about a barrel full a month, though. It's more than a lot of people. So I've got 2 big ass dead, kind of half dead ass trees. I bet there'll be like 20 more limbs or 40 or 50 more to pick up by tomorrow.
Once the stars come through, shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just picked them up the other day before I mowed. Let's see where I'm going here. Oh, right. Alright. Going downtown Nashville, of course. My last run. Has to do that.
Rock on, Colonel.
What's the Colonel say?
Said a few more days, he'll be back on his feet again. He's not a wimp. There's no homo. Rock on.
Dude, heck yeah, man.
Problem solution.
How's it been hanging there, Canoe? Oh,
Yeah, same as last few weeks. Shitty weather every other day. And it'll warm up, and then shitty fucking weather for 2 or 3 days.
Right. I'm gonna wear out a pair of gloves pretty quick here. Setting up the garden.
I had some customers from California that came up and bought a watch battery or whatever. They were just saying how much they hated it out there. Like, she was trying to move eventually. It must have been near a big city, like, I don't know, Sacramento or San Francisco or somewhere. They said the malls out there's like shootings and stuff at this one mall. It's just terrible.
You remember the calculation for hypotenuse?
Nope.
Talking mathematics on us now.
Well, I was just thinking. I need to be familiar with the formula for hypotenuse. I don't
My
exactly.
brother would know that off the top. He'd be like, blah, 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 blah.
I used to know it off the top of my head, but I was just thinking about how to do square corners without a square.
Yeah. I almost remember what that is, but I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue. My brother took like trigonometry and all the other AP like honor student classes. I never got into any of
I was a trigger big crowd my junior year.
that. What's that? By junior year?
Yeah.
I just had some experiences, drunken dad caused me to go out and like hang out with friends. So
You got it, Colonel. You know it, man. Shit.
what's he
You'll
saying?
feel better by the weekend, brother. You'll feel better by weekend.
Yeah, I hope he does. I'm sorry he's feeling sick. That sucks. Or is sick. Under the weather. Maybe need to get himself under some liquid weather and drink some good whiskey or something.
Yeah. Well, you'd be welcome, Colonel. You'd damn sure be welcome.
It's starting to rain like a motherfucker here.
Is it?
Yeah.
We just got done with a pretty big downpour.
Well, it's a whole big straight line of storms stretching down from like Michigan all the way to fucking Louisiana.
Yeah. The lightning bolts weren't playing around, man. There was a couple trees out that was
He's broke up the way. I gotta go get the puppies. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
down. You got shatters lurking, Axcades. Never too late. But does it flood very easy there, Canoe?
Yeah, it can. Yeah, our
Yeah,
soil
where I
is
moved,
real
it's
heavy
pretty
clay
flat.
type soil. So
Yeah, I've got a bunch of that weird clay
I
shit.
still have standing water out in my field from all the snow melt.
Mm. Yeah. You just go ahead and collect some of it and like keep it. Filter it off and keep it. Put it in some bigger container. Barrel. Then you just get a bunch of frogs and mosquitoes. Yeah, bugs are finally trying to come out. It's, last freeze happened for sure. Now we just got hurricane season, tornado season. We've always got Brandon season every day.
Yeah, good night, Colonel.
Good night, Colonel.
I feel better.
Yeah, definitely hope it feels much better and try to get some good water and rest. Can you still hear me? Yo. Oh. Up towards the top of the hour. I'm trying to pack the bowl real quick. I think it's gonna rain again on Easter. Not for sure. Anybody do anything on Easter?
Nope.
So that, the chocolate bunny. Maybe send a chocolate surprise box to some girl. Look at this guy. There we go. I should have had the camera back.
stuff. Strobe lights. Coming through downtown Nashville right now. Probably gonna have to go up 16 floors unless he somehow manages to come down and meet me outside. Sometimes they do. Fire in the bowl! Brought to you by SausageGravyBiscuitFarms.com. Lurkers and Tracy. I know too many good friends that didn't get sick. One of my buddies, James. Oh no. Put my phone on charge. That is. Shucks. Oh man, potholes, dude. I will take somebody's head off. I swear, dude. Can't win for losing. These fucking potholes. Let's see, I'm getting off. Okay. Lafayette. Okay.
All right. Princess, some coaching to get in, but she's a good girl. Oh, yeah. Just a second.
Oh, there we go. Had the screen minimized. Right now, I'm kind of right nearby where our Titans football player Steve McNair got murdered years back. Rest in peace.
Well, sorry about all that.
Dude,
But
you're
such is life with the puppies.
fine. That's beautiful, though. I heard you talking about them litter of puppies just ganging up on you earlier. Or, you
Oh,
had
yeah.
videos when they were younger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're cute as hell.
Dude, I don't blame you not being able to handle more than, like you're saying, 4, maybe 5, but I couldn't handle more than 3 or 4 myself.
Right. Well,
Unless I just had nothing else to do, of course. I could do so.
right. Right. So they're getting better, and they're doing really good. Yes, they are. Ranger's the best. He's the best. He's such a good boy. And king of the dog. You know what I'm saying? Kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Fire
Cujo.
bow.
Fire in the bowl.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, and once I get Forever Home for Charlie, then I can, then we can finish the pack with a mama dog.
Oh, nice.
So then that's Ricky. So yeah, it's gonna be badass. Then I can work the training with all of them together, and because that's the dogs I'm keeping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but the only way to become a dog breeder is to go through the practice and build it up. You know what I'm saying? Learn what you need to know, get through what you got to do. Yeah.
You train them all yourself.
Yeah. Personally, yeah, that's necessary.
I know a lot of people that
When you
just
own a
rather
dog,
send them to, some training school and let someone else do it for them.
fuck that. Nope. That dog is not going to be your dog. It'll be the person who trained it. That'll be whose dog it is.
Well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning here. I'm gonna crash.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to turn it into a pumpkin.
So everybody in chat, thanks for coming in tonight.
Oh, one more answer. Glass Mafia. I raise Anatolian shepherds. Anatolian, and some Great Pyrenees. So I like the all white dog.
Polar bears.
Yeah, great big polar bears. But, yeah. Thank you everybody for participating tonight, and rock on, man. You guys had another great night, another great show.
Peace.
Have a wonderful day and rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Doing well, Patriot.
Buenas tardes. Noches.
Catch you on the flip side.
Peace out, y'all.